General session. Today is Tuesday, July 22nd, 2025. As a reminder, this is a public meeting and is being recorded. For those of you in the audience, if you could please mute your devices. First, we will start with the Pledge of Allegiance led by Commissioner Boyce. To the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Before we get into our resolutions this morning, I really want to take an opportunity to share with you our reflections from NACO's 90th annual conference. We were able to learn new insights and best practices from counties across the country and identify what's working to better serve our residents. I had the opportunity to speak during a listening session about prenatal care and infant vitality, which are issues that are deeply personal and critical to the health of our communities. I also had the honor of supporting our very own County Administrator Ken Wilson as he wrapped up his term as president of the National Association of County Administrators during day 2 of the County Administrators Idea Exchange Forum. While we're all navigating some incredibly tough challenges locally, the ability to connect, share, and learn from others doing this work nationwide is something that truly helps move Franklin County forward. I'll turn it over to my colleague, Commissioner Boyce, for any reflections that he has as we attended NACO.
I didn't read that far down, so I wasn't expecting that. Okay.
Sorry.
Well, one, let me just say congratulations to Administrator Wilson for his leadership at the national level. And I'm not sure you understand what it takes to take on that post, but it's not anything small. It's not anything light. And you need to be respected by your peers and colleagues around the country. And I really think that says a lot to your capabilities, Administrator Wilson, but also the condition of Franklin County. You can be well-liked and well thought of, but at the end of the day, those colleagues, those peers, are going to look at what's happening in Franklin County and use that as the true marker for how you're doing and whether or not they want to follow you. And so I think your tenure, your role is a reflection of an outstanding career that is now highlighted by a national role. And then let me finally just say to the residents of Franklin County and the residents of Central Ohio, you know, every year we travel across the country to attend NACO, usually in a different county somewhere across the country. And the idea is to learn, to share, to grow, to find solutions to challenges and problems that we may not be experiencing yet but will in the future, or vice versa. They may want to learn from us for things that they're experiencing that we already have. And so we come together and share ideas, exchange ideas, and we talk through challenges and problems. And then when we come back, all of the resolutions and the things you see us investing in and doing for our residents are a part of a larger ecosystem of the best way to run a county. And, you know, I admit that not everything is perfect and we don't always get everything right, but the idea is just like our democracy. We're working toward that. And I think that's what NACO is. It's a platform for us to exchange, learn, and grow. And I see, you know, we put so much into it every year. Our programs, our county leaders get recognized, not just for the ideas and programs that we have initiated here in Central Ohio, but the impact that it's having. And at the end of the day, that's really what counts. That's what matters most, is what impact you're having. You can have a good idea, you can start a new initiative, but what counts most is where you see the difference in the lives of the residents that you know, live in this great community. And so want to just recognize Administrator Wilson. Commissioner O'Grady's had the longest tenure of the commissioners, and so he's a fixture at those NACO conferences. When I say fixture, I mean respected and liked and engaged in. You know, everybody knows Commissioner O'Grady. And then there's Commissioner Crawley and I. You know, we're John O'Grady's colleagues. We don't, you know, and I'm making light of it because Commissioner Crawley is definitely rolling up her sleeves and dug right on in with all of us. But it's really a testament of the good things that are happening here in Central Ohio. And so Administrator Wilson, President Crawley, Commissioner O'Grady, and all of the folks who attend. Just thank you for your service. And Ken, I know that you have and will continue to represent us nationally at the highest level.
Did you have any, Administrator Wilson, did you want to say any comments about that?
Thank you, President Crowley, Commissioner Boyce. Yes, NACO is an organization that affords counties the ability to advocate for progressive public policies that benefit our residents. I think some of the greatest work was done during the COVID-19 pandemic. The information that was shared by the NACO staff and the advocacy efforts that led to the nation's 3,069 counties being fortunate enough to receive direct allocations of those vital funds that counties were able to use to do a lot of positive things. One of those examples was I learned yesterday that Freedom Equity, which is a certified development finance institution, a CDFI, had received a certification. That was a long time coming. That was a lot of work. And that was birthed out of the time we were going through during the COVID-19 pandemic. And being able to represent Franklin County on the national stage during the 2 years I was privileged to serve as president of the National County Administrators Association was indeed extremely valuable. Not only am I able to share best practices from Franklin County, but I'm able to learn what is going on in other counties positively, and we're able to, as administrators and managers, retrofit a lot of these policies to the benefits of our residents. So those things are extremely valuable. We have a team here that leads in many areas. DCA Bivens is a leader in the health and human services space, and she's able to use her passion, and she is a fierce advocate for our residents when she has opportunities to testify in congressional hearings and such. So when we say Forward Franklin County, we are blessed to have individuals in leadership across the board within county administration. So it is truly a team effort. As you all have stated, Commissioner O'Grady has been a leader in the large urban county caucus, and President Crawley, I understand that you are going to be stepping into that leadership role now, sort of the torch pass, and that is a great caucus within NACO because it's able to be a voice for those large urban counties within NACO as an organization. So just wrapping up, those opportunities are extremely valuable. It's our opportunity to information network, and really we're doing work when we're in those meetings, which is truly work when we're in those meetings. So thank you for allowing me to speak.
Absolutely. Madam Prosecutor, I wanted to give you an opportunity to say a few comments if you had any to share about attending our NACO's annual conference this year. Sorry to put you on the spot, Commissioner Brady. We were talking about NACO and our time there at the 90th annual conference, and how the work that we do every day is shaped by best practices, and that we get to exchange with other communities. And we were saying to County Administrator, acknowledging his time as the president of the National Association of County Administrators, talking about your leadership, ongoing leadership, and passing the torch to me coming off of LUC, and then me serving as vice chair of LUC. And so wanted to open it up to you for any comments that you have about NACO and our time there.
It'll be fun to see you step up and be a vice chair of LUC. I've been either vice chair or chair of LUC for, I don't know, the largest majority of my time as a county commissioner. So it'll be good to see some new life, new breath, new fresh leadership from Franklin County. Franklin County's had somebody as, well, me, but somebody as a leader of the large Urban County Caucus for, I don't know, 12, 13, 14 years. And so a fresh perspective will be great. I'm looking forward to being in leadership of the Finance, Pensions, and Intergovernmental Affairs, and to continue to be on the board of directors of NACO. And Commissioner Boyce is in leadership and has been in leadership as well, Franklin County, as well as Administrator Wilson, Deputy County Administrator Bivens, Franklin County, and our impact on the National Association of Counties is strong. And so, and it's obvious when we get there. People seek all of us out for our input. People seek all of us out for our advice. And people seek all of us out for our vote in leadership. And so, and I continue to talk about the fact that it's important because it allows for us to see best practices from across the country. It allows for us to see what's going on in other counties across the country, learn about what's happening in other counties across the country, and then share our ideas with them. And I see that we have our leadership of Experience Columbus here in the front row. I've been talking with them for a while. We hosted the National Association of Counties here in 2017, which is big for economic impact here in Central Ohio. We have somewhere between 2,500 and 3,000 visitors that come when we did that then. And we've been having ongoing conversations with the leadership of the National Association of Counties about hosting them again in 2031. So we will expect to end great conversations. A lot of people excited about coming back here. When they came here in 2017, they didn't know what to expect. I mean, I had a guy come to me and say, "Oh, when I heard we were coming to Columbus in 2017, he was like, oh, great, this is going to be terrible." He said, and then I got there and realized what a great experience it was. He said it's been the best conference that he's been to in all the conferences that he's been to with NACO over the years. And I told him that he should expect to come back in a few years. And he said, "I hope I'm still in office when the time comes because I can't wait to get back." So people are excited about the possibility of coming back to Columbus again in 2031. And we have some great destinations, but as Jessica knows, NACO has a penchant for liking to send us to extraordinarily hot and steamy places in the middle of the summer. We'll be visiting a few of those over the next few years, which, they sound great when you look at them on paper, but then when you realize you're going there in the middle of July, it's not exactly the most exciting thing to do. We have to go to New Orleans next summer. New Orleans is a great city, not in July. Chatham County, which is Savannah, Georgia, is a great city, not in July, which is two of the places that we're going over the next couple of years. So coming to Columbus in July is wonderful. So anyway, we're working on that now with NACO leadership, and we'll hope to announce it next year, either in March at the legislative conference or next summer in Orleans Parish. So, but anyway, we had a great trip to Philadelphia, learned a lot, met with a lot of really great people, and had a cheesesteak.
Thank you, Commissioner O'Grady. All right, we will now turn to the regular agenda, and we have the Alcohol, Drug, and Mental Health Board up first.
Resolution number 55225, resolution declaring intent to proceed with the question of a tax levy for the support of mental health and substance abuse treatment and prevention services for children and adults to the electors of Franklin County at the November 4th, 2025 general election.
Good morning, Commissioners. Zach Tiller, Director of the Office of Management and Budget, and also a member of the Human Services Levy Review Committee. This is the second of two resolutions that are required to put the renewal of the levy for Adam H. on the ballot for November 4th. 3 weeks ago, you approved Resolution 504-25, authorizing, asking for a certificate of estimated resources from the county auditor for a 10-year, 2.85 mil renewal levy with a 0.5 mil increase. Now that we have that, this resolution would authorize the ballot language to go on the November 4th ballot. The recommended tax would be $68.91 per year for an owner-occupied homeowner for every $100,000 evaluation. If approved, the levy would commence in 2026 and first be collected in calendar year 2027. We do have representatives from Adam H. if you have any questions. If not, we would gladly ask for your approval.
If there are no comments or questions, move for adoption of 552-25.
Second.
Moved and seconded voting. Commissioner Boyce.
Yes.
Commissioner O'Grady.
Yes.
Commissioner Crawley.
Yes.
Resolution number 55225 has been adopted.
Board of Commissioners.
Resolution number 55325. Resolution based on the advice and notification of the Columbus Zoological Park Association declaring intent to proceed with the question of a levy for the provision and maintenance of zoological park services and facilities to the electors of Franklin County at the November 4th, 2025 general election.
Commissioners, this is the second of two resolutions that are required to put the renewal of the levy to support the Columbus Zoo on the November 4th, 2025 ballot. Again, 3 weeks ago, Resolution 505-25 was approved, requesting the Certificate of Estimated Resources, which is the first step of the process. This resolution would authorize the ballot language. The requested 10-year renewal levy includes no increase, and the recommended tax would be $11.20 per year for an owner-occupied homeowner for every $100,000 of valuation. The levy would commence in tax year 25 and first be collected in calendar year 2026. We do have representatives from the zoo here if you have any questions. If not, we'd gladly ask for your approval of this resolution.
If there are no comments or questions, move for adoption of 553-25.
Second.
Moved and seconded voting. Commissioner Boyce.
Yes.
Commissioner O'Grady.
Yes.
Commissioner Crawley.
Yes.
Resolution number 55325 has been adopted. Resolution number 55425. Resolution authorizing a memorandum of agreement between the Franklin County Board of Commissioners, the Columbus Zoological Park Association, and the City of Columbus.
Commissioners, this resolution would authorize a three-party agreement that would allow for the distribution of the levy proceeds pending approval at the November ballot. This three-way agreement has been in place since the original levies previously approved, and historically we usually have this on the agenda at the same time as the ballot language. Pending any approval, would ask for your approval of this resolution.
I know the zoo wants to issue some comments.
Good morning, President Crawley, Commissioner Boyce, Commissioner O'Grady, other elected officials, and the professional staff of Franklin County. My name is Angel Muma, and I'm the Senior Vice President of Finance for the Columbus Zoo and Aquarium. I'm proud to be here today representing the zoo and our President and CEO, Tom Schmidt, who sends his regards. I'm also joined today by Teresa McIntyre, our General Counsel and Vice President of Legal Affairs. First, thank you for your continued support of the zoo as well as your guidance. As Tom shared a few weeks ago, we deeply appreciate the opportunity to be here and the partnership we've built with each of you and are committed to continue building upon. We appreciate your support of the prior resolution and then this corresponding resolution that goes hand in hand with that. As we've stated before, levy funds that we receive help support the daily operations of the zoo, specifically the care for over 6,000 animals, their well-being, our life support systems for each of those animals, as well as the repair and the maintenance of over 600 acres that sits on our property. We have educational programming that supports over 100,000 students a year, and it will help if the levy passes and with this memorandum of understanding with the city of Columbus as well as Franklin County and the zoo, it will help to keep our admission pricing low as possible, ensure access to all. I just want to take this opportunity to once again say that we know, as well as everybody else, that the past few years have been challenging for the zoo. We faced leadership failures, but we've taken decisive action to rebuild trust and accountability. We've overhauled our financial policies, we've tightened controls and implemented robust internal controls and reviews. We've launched anonymous ethics hotline and merged our governing boards to improve oversight and create a more focused and engaged board. Staff members and board members alike undergo regular training, including that audit offered through the Ohio Auditor of State's Office and Ohio Attorney General's Office. And we've began to invest in our infrastructure, security and accessibility, and addressing many years of deferred maintenance that have happened. Tom has indicated our plans looking forward. We plan to invest hundreds of millions of dollars in private funds over the next 15 years. While levy funds will not be used for these projects, it's important for us to show the forward momentum that is in place at the zoo. As we embark on our 100th anniversary in the next couple of years, we are committed to ensuring that the Columbus Zoo and Aquarium remains a treasured institution for the next 100 years, serving this community and this region. We are grateful for the longstanding support of the county residents, the Franklin County Commissioners, and the City of Columbus, who will each be party to this three-way agreement. And we appreciate your support of this resolution. I'm happy to answer any questions that you may have.
All right. If there are no comments or questions, move for adoption of 554-25.
Second.
Moved and seconded voting. Commissioner Boyce?
Yes.
Commissioner Crawley?
Yes.
Commissioner O'Grady?
Abstain.
Resolution number 554-25 has been adopted with Commissioner O'Grady's noted abstention.
Thank you. Next up, we have domestic relations.
Resolution number 595-25, resolution authorizing the state fiscal year 2026 juvenile court grant agreement and funding application with the State of Ohio Department of Youth Services in the amount of $4,550,556.43.
Good morning, Commissioners. Barb Reeves, Director of Finance with Domestic and Juvenile Court. This resolution is requesting the approval of the 2026 grant agreement with the Ohio Department of Youth Services. The grant utilizes this grant to fund 10 employees and contracts with various community-based organizations that provide direct services to our youth. Pending any questions, the court requests the approval of this resolution.
If there are no comments or questions, I'll move approval of Resolution 595-25.
Second.
Moved and seconded voting. Commissioner O'Grady?
Yes.
Commissioner Crawley?
Yes.
Commissioner Boyce?
Abstain.
Resolution number 595-25 has been adopted with Commissioner Boyce's noted abstention.
Thank you, Commissioners.
Thank you. And as we move to the engineer's office, I want to take a moment to recognize a $25 million build grant, which BUILD stands for Better Utilizing Investments to Leverage Development, from the U.S. Department of Transportation for the Franklin County Engineer's Office. The funding will be used to improve Alum Creek Drive, a vital corridor that connects freight, jobs, and regional mobility in Central Ohio. This project will improve 2.6 miles of Alum Creek Drive by adding another through lane in each direction, a sidewalk on one side, a shared use path on the other, public transit bus stops along both sides, and replace the bridges over Big Walnut Creek. The additional capacity will allow the existing route to continue playing an essential role in the safe, efficient movement of commuters, pedestrians, and supply chain materials. It will also maintain access to existing businesses and support additional regional development, creating new employment centers. We advocated for this project with federal and local partners, including U.S. Senators John Husted and Bernie Moreno, and want to thank them for their support in securing this critical funding for Franklin County's infrastructure. Congratulations to the Franklin County Engineer's Office. And Nick, if you have anything you want to say to that.
Thank you very much, President Crowley, Commissioners. We are super excited about this award. This is the largest grant that Franklin County Engineer's Office has received. And we are very excited. We've already engaged design professionals to get this project moving. And we're very grateful to our U.S. senators and grateful to the county commissioners for your help and support through this application process. It's been years in coming, but we're finally getting things off the ground. So
Great.
very excited. I'm so excited I knocked the microphone over.
Well, congratulations again. And so to the next resolution, I know we have a public hearing for Resolution 555-25. Can the clerk please read the public hearing?
Final hearing for establishing, altering, and widening of the Zuber Road Plum Run South Drainage Outlet, Pleasant Township and Jackson Township, Franklin County, Ohio.
I would like to open the public hearing for this resolution. Is there anyone here in the audience who would like to speak on this public hearing? Seeing none, I would like to close the public hearing and have the clerk read the resolution into the record.
Resolution number 55525, final hearing for establishing, altering, and widening of the Zuber Road Plum Run South Drainage Outlet, Pleasant Township and Jackson Township, Franklin County, Ohio.
Good morning again, Commissioners. Nick Soulis, Government Affairs Liaison for County Engineer Adam Fowler. Commissioners, our first resolution seeks approval of the right-of-way plans for the Zuber Road Plum Run South Drainage Outlet Project. It's located in southwest Franklin County in Pleasant and Jackson Townships, and it's funded with OPWC dollars. And this project seeks to improve drainage in the area. Approval of this resolution will allow the county engineer's office to move forward with the acquisition process by engaging appraisers and negotiating with property owners. Pending any questions, we ask for your approval.
If there are no comments or questions, move for adoption of 555-25.
Second.
Moved and seconded voting, Commissioner Boyce.
Yes.
Commissioner O'Grady.
Yes.
Commissioner Crawley.
Yes.
Resolution number 55525 has been adopted.
We have a public hearing for Resolution 556-25. Can the clerk please read the public hearing?
Plans approved for the improvement of Roar Road, County Road number 235, from Lockbourne Road, County Road number 13, to Alum Creek Drive, County Road number 122, Hamilton Township, Franklin County, Ohio.
Commissioners, this next resolution authorizes plan approval for the Roar Road corridor project located in Hamilton Township. This is a collaborative process with this with the city of Obetz, and is funded through OPWC dollars as well as ODOT TID dollars and private development investment. The project seeks to improve Roar Road by providing providing left turn lanes at Bixby Road and Creekside Parkway, and includes the addition of two-way left-hand turn lanes along the route. Pending any questions, we ask for your approval.
If there are no comments or questions, move for adoption of 556-25.
Second.
Moved and seconded voting, Commissioner Boyce.
Yes.
Commissioner O'Grady.
Yes.
Commissioner Crawley.
Yes.
Resolution number 55625 has been adopted.
We have a public hearing for Resolution 557-25. Can the clerk please read the public hearing?
Establishing, altering, and widening of Snowford Road, County Road number 62, from Smoky Row Road, County Road number 164, to Bridgewater Boulevard, Perry Township, Franklin County, Ohio, viewed. Engineer to file plans as necessary.
I would like to open the public hearing for this resolution. Is there anyone here in the audience who would like to speak on this public hearing? Seeing none, I would like to close the public hearing and have the clerk read the resolution into the record.
Resolution number 55725, establishing, altering, and widening of Snowford Road, County Road number 62, from Smoky Row Road, County Road number 164, to Bridgewater Boulevard, Perry Township, Franklin County, Ohio, viewed. Engineer to file plans as necessary.
Commissioners, this resolution and this hearing, as well as the next 6 that follow it, all relate to projects that are being funded by CODA's TSI, Transit Supportive Infrastructure Program. That program, as you know, consists of approximately 83 projects throughout Franklin County, providing improvement, 150 miles of new sidewalks, paths, and trails in order to provide connectivity for residents to our CODA's infrastructure. This particular program will authorize pedestrian and bicyclist connectivity and improvements to provide for access and safety along Snoffer Road. Pending any questions, we ask for your approval.
If there are no comments or questions, move for adoption of 557-25.
Second.
Moved and seconded voting, Commissioner Boyce.
Yes.
Commissioner O'Grady.
Yes.
Commissioner Crawley.
Yes.
Resolution number 55725 has been adopted.
We have a public hearing for Resolution 55825. Can the clerk please read the public hearing?
Establishing, altering, and widening of Renner Road, County Road Number 27, from Spindler Road, County Road Number 153, to Tanglewood Park Boulevard, Norwich Township, Franklin County, Ohio, viewed. Engineer to file plans as necessary.
I would like to open the public hearing for this resolution. Is there anyone in the audience who would like to speak on this public hearing? Seeing none, I would like to close this public hearing and have the clerk read the resolution into the record.
Resolution number 55825, establishing, altering, and widening of Renner Road, County Road Number 27, from Spindler Road, County Road Number 153, to Tanglewood Park Boulevard, Norwich Township, Franklin County, Ohio, viewed. Engineer to file plans as necessary.
Commissioners, this particular project will provide sidewalks and shared use paths along Renner Road, located in western Franklin County in Norwich Township. Pending any questions, we ask for your approval.
If there are no comments or questions, move for adoption of 558-25.
Second.
Moved and seconded voting. Commissioner Boyce?
Yes.
Commissioner O'Grady?
Yes.
Commissioner Crawley?
Yes.
Resolution number 55825 has been adopted.
We have a public hearing for Resolution 55925. Can the clerk please read the public hearing?
Establishing, altering, and widening of Galloway Road, County Road Number 141, from O'Hara Road, County Road Number 276, to West Broad Street, US 40, Prairie Township, Franklin County, Ohio, viewed. Engineer to file plans as necessary.
I would like to open the public hearing for this resolution. Is there anyone here in the audience who would like to speak on this public hearing? Seeing none, I would like to close the public hearing and have the clerk read the resolution into the record.
Resolution number 55925, establishing, altering, and widening of Galloway Road, County Road Number 141, from O'Hara Road, County Road Number 276, to West Broad Street, US 40, Prairie Township, Franklin County, Ohio, viewed. Engineer to file plans as necessary.
Commissioners, this particular project, again, is located in western Franklin County in Prairie Township. And this program or project will seek to improve Galloway Road with sidewalks and shared use paths, again, to provide access and for safety. Pending any questions, we ask for your approval.
If there are no comments or questions, move for adoption of 559-25.
Second.
Moved and seconded voting. Commissioner Boyce?
Yes.
Commissioner O'Grady?
Yes.
Commissioner Crawley?
Yes.
Resolution number 55925 has been adopted.
We have a public hearing for Resolution 56025. Can the clerk please read the public hearing?
Establishing, altering, and widening of Grenner Avenue, Township Road Number 1595, from Sullivan Avenue, County Road Number 143, to West Broad Street, US 40, Prairie Township, Franklin County, Ohio, viewed. Engineer to file plans as necessary.
I would like to open the public hearing for this resolution. Is there anyone here in the audience who would like to speak on this public hearing? Seeing none, I would like to close the public hearing and have the clerk read the resolution into the record.
Resolution number 56025, establishing, altering, and widening of Grenner Avenue, Township Road Number 1595, from Sullivan Avenue, County Road Number 143, to West Broad Street, US 40, Prairie Township, Franklin County, Ohio, viewed. Engineer to file plans as necessary.
Again, Commissioners, this project located in western Franklin County in Prairie Township, again, is seeking to improve Grenner Avenue to provide sidewalks and shared use paths. Pending any questions, we ask for your approval.
If there are no comments or questions, move for adoption of 560-25.
Second.
Moved and seconded voting. Commissioner Boyce?
Yes.
Commissioner O'Grady?
Yes.
Commissioner Crawley?
Yes.
Resolution number 56025 has been adopted.
We have a public hearing for Resolution 56125. Can the clerk please read the public hearing?
Establishing, altering, and widening of Macomb Road East, Township Road Number 261, from Home Road, County Road Number 256, to Stone Ridge Park, Jackson Township, Franklin County, Ohio, viewed. Engineer to file plans as necessary.
I would like to open the public hearing for this resolution. Is there anyone here in the audience who would like to speak on this public hearing? Seeing none, I would like to close the public hearing and have the clerk read the resolution into the record.
Resolution number 56125, establishing, altering, and widening of Macomb Road East, Township Road Number 261, from Home Road, County Road Number 256, to Stone Ridge Park, Jackson Township, Franklin County, Ohio, viewed. Engineer to file plans as necessary.
Commissioners, this particular project is located in southwest Franklin County in Jackson Township. And again, we are looking to improve pedestrian and bicyclist connectivity along that Macomb Road East corridor. Pending any questions, we ask for your approval.
If there are no comments or questions, move for adoption of 561-25.
Second.
Moved and seconded voting. Commissioner Boyce?
Yes.
Commissioner O'Grady?
Yes.
Commissioner Crawley?
Yes.
Resolution number 56125 has been adopted.
We have a public hearing for Resolution 56225. Can the clerk please read the public hearing?
Establishing, altering, and widening of Winchester Pike, County Road number 376 from Shannon Road, County Road number 118 to Gender Road, County Road number 222, Madison Township, Franklin County, Ohio, viewed. Engineer to file plans as necessary.
I would like to open the public hearing for this resolution. Is there anyone here in the audience who would like to speak on this public hearing? Seeing none, I would like to close the public hearing and have the clerk read the resolution into the record.
Resolution number 56225, establishing, altering, and widening of Winchester Pike, County Road number 376 from Shannon Road, County Road number 118 to Gender Road, County Road number 222, Madison Township, Franklin County, Ohio, viewed. Engineer to file plans as necessary.
Commissioners, this particular project is located in southeast Franklin County in Madison Township. And again, we're seeking to improve Winchester Pike from Shannon to Gender to improve pedestrian and bicyclist connectivity. Pending any questions, we ask for your approval.
If there are no comments or questions, move for adoption of 562-25.
Second.
Moved and seconded, voting, Commissioner Boyce.
Yes.
Commissioner O'Grady.
Yes.
Commissioner Crawley.
Yes.
Resolution number 56225 has been adopted.
We have a public hearing for Resolution 56325. Can the clerk please read the public hearing?
Establishing, altering, and widening of Reynoldsburg, New Albany Road, County Road number 6 from Clark State Road, County Road number 95 to Morse Road, County Road number 17, and Morse Road, County Road number 17 from Havant Drive to Reynoldsburg, New Albany Road, County Road number 6, Jefferson Township and Plain Township, Franklin County, Ohio, viewed. Engineer to file plans as necessary.
I would like to open the public hearing for this resolution. Is there anyone here in the audience who would like to speak on this public hearing? Seeing none, I would like to close the public hearing and have the clerk read the resolution into the record.
Resolution number 56325, establishing, altering, and widening of Reynoldsburg, New Albany Road, County Road number 6, from Clark State Road, County Road number 95, to Morse Road, County Road number 17, and Morse Road, County Road number 17, from Havant Drive to Reynoldsburg, New Albany Road, County Road number 6, Jefferson Township and Plain Township, Franklin County, Ohio, viewed. Engineer to file plans as necessary.
Commissioners, this particular project, our final TSI project for this morning, is located northeast Franklin County in Jefferson and Plain Townships. And again, as stated, we're looking to provide additional sidewalks and shared use paths along Morse Road and along Reynoldsburg, New Albany Road, south from Morse Road to Clark State Road. Pending any questions, we ask for your approval.
If there are no comments or questions, move for adoption of 563-25.
Second.
Moved and seconded, voting, Commissioner Boyce.
Yes.
Commissioner O'Grady.
Yes.
Commissioner Crawley.
Yes.
Resolution number 56325 has been adopted. Resolution number 56425, resolution awarding contract and approving contract bond to Newcomer Concrete Services Incorporated for the Norwich Township Safety Services Building Pavement Improvement Phases 2, 3, and 4 in the amount of $661,561.04.
Commissioners, this next resolution seeks to award the contract for the improvement of Norwich Township's Safety Services Building pavement improvement. Last year, you approved Phase 1, and that has been completed. We are now doing Phases 2, 3, and 4, which are just the additional parking lot areas around their Safety Services Building. It's a locally funded project, and the county engineer's EBE program was implemented, and our goal is 8%, which they're anticipated actually exceeding it by a great deal. So pending any questions, we ask for your approval.
Excuse me, Madam President.
Yes, sir.
This is at the county fairgrounds, basically, correct?
That is correct, just west of the fairgrounds, I think, yeah. That's correct, that's the building.
If there are no further comments or questions, move for adoption of 564-25.
Second.
Moved and seconded, voting, Commissioner Boyce.
Yes.
Commissioner O'Grady.
Yes.
Commissioner Crawley.
Yes.
Resolution number 56425 has been adopted. Resolution number 56525, A. Morton Thomas and Associates Incorporated, consulting engineers, appointed to assist the Franklin County engineer by providing preliminary engineering design services for the Chippewa Street 0.02 over Barbie Ditch Bridge Improvement Project, Franklin Township, Franklin County, Ohio, in the amount of $126,414.
Commissioners, Abe Morton Thomas and Associates is a local engineering firm, and they were chosen via the engineers qualifications-based selection process. We are engaging Abe Morton Thomas to provide preliminary design, engineering design services for the Chippewa Street Bridge over Barbie Ditch. The project will seek to rehabilitate the existing structure. We ask for your approval.
If there are no comments or questions, move for adoption of 565-25.
Second.
Moved and seconded voting, Commissioner Boyce.
Yes.
Commissioner O'Grady.
Yes.
Commissioner Crawley.
Yes.
Resolution number 55625 has been adopted. Resolution number 56625, report second of the Franklin County Engineer establishing sums of compensation for a portion of the owners of property abutting Cook Road, County Road number 80, from Carl Road, County Road number 76, to Cleveland Avenue, County Road number 75, Clinton Township, Franklin County, Ohio, in the amount of $120,408.
Commissioners, our final resolution seeks compensation for a total of 23 different property owners abutting the Cook Road improvement project. It's located in Clinton Township and within the city of Columbus portions. And we're seeking to improve Cook Road by adding curb and gutter, sidewalks, a shared use path, storm sewer improvements, and lighting along the corridor. All of these were negotiations conducted with the property owners, and compensation is based upon fair market value. Pending any questions, we ask for your approval.
If there are no comments or questions, move for adoption of 566-25.
Second.
Moved and seconded voting, Commissioner Boyce.
Yes.
Commissioner O'Grady.
Yes.
Commissioner Crawley.
Yes.
Resolution number 56625 has been adopted.
Commissioners, thank you.
Thank you.
Have a great day.
You do the same. Next, prosecuting attorney.
Resolution number 56725, resolution authorizing contracts with Albin and Albin LLP, Anderson Land Title Agency, Columbus Title Agency of Westerville Incorporated, Land and Mortgage Title Agency, and Paramount Title Agency Incorporated, respectively, for the title insurance services, in the amount of $300,000.
Good morning, Commissioners. Jesse Armstrong, Assistant Prosecuting Attorney, on behalf of Franklin County Prosecutor Shayla Favor. This resolution would authorize 5 contracts for title insurance services with Albin and Albin, Anderson Land Title Agency, Columbus Title Agency of Westerville, Land and Mortgage Title Agency, and Paramount Title Agency. These services are necessary and utilized by our office when we file cases on behalf of the Franklin County Treasurer to collect delinquent property taxes. These contracts have an initial term of 1 year with 4 optional 1-year renewals after that. The total amount of these 5 contracts for this first initial term will not exceed $300,000. Pending any questions, we would request your approval.
If there are no comments or questions, move for adoption of 567-25.
Second.
Moved and seconded voting, Commissioner Boyce.
Yes.
Commissioner O'Grady.
Yes.
Commissioner Crawley.
Yes.
Resolution number 56725 has been adopted.
Thank you.
Thank you. Have a great day. Next up, we have the Sheriff's Office.
Resolution number 56825, resolution authorizing a contract extension with Swan Super Cleaners Incorporated, doing business as Swan Cleaners, for sheriff's uniform and garment cleaning services, in the amount of $5,890.
Good morning, Commissioners. Dave Masterson, Chief Financial and Human Resources Officer for Sheriff Dallas Baldwin. We are currently on our automatic 90-day extension option from our previous or current contract. We have placed an ITB out. It has been opened on July 2nd, and we need a little bit more time to evaluate the bids that have come in. This extension will run through August 24th of 2025. During those time frame, we will present a contract for an additional 2-year agreement for additional cleaning. Pending any questions, we ask approval of this resolution.
If there are no comments or questions, move for adoption of 568-25.
Second.
Moved and seconded voting, Commissioner Boyce.
Yes.
Commissioner O'Grady.
Yes.
Commissioner Crawley.
Yes.
Resolution number 56825 has been adopted.
Thank you.
Thank you. Have a good one. Franklin County Data Center.
Resolution number 56925, resolution authorizing contract modification number 1 and extension number 1 with Envy by Inventory Optimization Solutions LLC for an inventory management solution in the amount of $6,000.
Good morning, Commissioners and County Administration. Renee Rupel, Financial Services Manager for the Data Center. This resolution is an optional extension, one of one, for the coroner's inventory software, INVI, which was designed specifically for healthcare facilities that meets the unique needs of the coroner's office. It is capable of tracking evidence such as clothing, personal effects, and other objects found with the deceased person, any case materials, as well as standard equipment used in their daily operations. Pending any questions, I respectfully request your approval of this resolution.
If there are no comments or questions, move for adoption of 569-25.
Second.
Moved and seconded voting, Commissioner Boyce.
Yes.
Commissioner O'Grady.
Yes.
Commissioner Crawley.
Yes.
Resolution number 56925 has been adopted. Resolution number 57025. Resolution authorizing a contract with Mapsys Incorporated for the provision of proof of concept services of Falcon Store virtual tape library software in the amount of $7,200.
The data center wishes to run a proof of concept of Falcon Store Virtual Tape Library as a point-in-time data backup and recovery solution for the iSeries, which houses the Clerk of Courts data. Falcon Store leverages disk-based storage, which is inherently faster than tape, resulting in significantly reduced backup and restore times. By creating immutable backups on virtual tapes, Falcon Store provides a layer of protection against ransomware attacks, allowing for recovery to a clean state, ensuring business continuity. The speed and efficiency of virtual tape backups and restores enable faster disaster recovery, minimizing downtime and potential data loss, reducing the impact of a cyber event. Pending any questions, I respectfully request your approval of this resolution.
If there are no comments or questions, move for adoption of 570-25.
Second.
Moved and seconded voting, Commissioner Boyce.
Yes.
Commissioner O'Grady.
Yes.
Commissioner Crawley.
Yes.
Resolution number 57025 has been adopted.
Thank you.
Thank you. Next up, animal control.
Resolution number 57125. Resolution authorizing contract modification number 1 and extension number 1 with Veterinary Emergency Group LLC to extend emergency and after-hour animal medical care services through the end of the year and to increase the contract amount by $2,250 for a revised contract amount of $77,250.
Good morning, Commissioners and County Administration. I'm Sean, Fiscal Officer on Animal Care and Control. I'm here today to request your approval for a contract extension and modification with Vet Emergency Group. This extension and modification are necessary to ensure uninterrupted emergency veterinary care for animals residing at the shelter. Pending any questions, I ask for your approval of this resolution.
If there are no comments or questions, move for adoption of 571-25.
Second.
Moved and seconded voting, Commissioner Boyce.
Yes.
Commissioner O'Grady.
Yes.
Commissioner Crawley.
Yes.
Resolution number 57125 has been adopted.
Thank you.
Thank you. Next, we have economic development and planning.
Resolution number 57225. Resolution authorizing an amendment to a home loan agreement and related documents between Franklin County and the Commons at Grant Limited Partnership for the development of an affordable housing project comprised of 100 rental units and an assignment and assumption agreement of the home loan agreement and related documents as amended by and between Franklin County, the Commons at Grant Limited Partnership, and Commons at Grant Housing Limited Partnership.
Good morning, Commissioners. Robin Moorhead, Assistant Prosecuting Attorney on behalf of Franklin County Prosecutor Shayla Favor. This resolution approves two agreements. The first is an amendment to an existing home loan agreement between Franklin County and the Commons at Grant Limited Partnership. This loan was originally provided for the development of a 100-unit affordable housing project, essentially owned by National Church Residences. The second agreement is an assignment and assumption agreement of that home loan to a new owner. The amendment specifically amends the home loan agreement to reduce the current interest rate to zero and to backdate that reduction to the origination of the loan. I should also say that the principal balance of this loan is $515,000. This amendment would also extend the maturity date of the home loan to December 31st, 2045. It would require a minimum payment of $10,000 a year to be paid toward this principal balance of the home loan. And it would also extend the affordability period for the home-assisted units to the new maturity date. Currently, the loan matures in about a year, July of 2026. Following the execution of the amendment, this home loan will be assigned by the Commons at Grant Limited Partnership to the Commons at Grant Housing Limited Partnership. The Commons at Grant Housing Limited Partnership will become the new owner, and they will be bound by all of the borrower's rights. The current borrower, who is the Commons at Grant Limited Partnership, they will be bound by all of their rights, responsibilities, duties, liabilities, obligations, and interest under the home loan documents. And then finally, upon finalization of this assignment of the home loan to the Commons at Grant Housing Limited Partnership, the county is agreeing to subordinate the home loan to the Commons at Grant Housing Limited Partnership's new borrowers. So this project, it's my understanding this project has experienced is in need of some repairs. It's experienced some negative cash flow over the years. So the whole point of this is to essentially be able to revamp the project, give it some necessary repairs and updates so that it can continue to remain an affordable housing option for the residents of Franklin County. The amounts of the loans that we will be subordinating to will be finalized once the Commons at Grant Housing Limited Partnership is able to close on those construction loans. Those amounts haven't been finalized yet. So the documents that were provided, those amounts are blank for now. We have estimates that I'm happy to provide to you, which it's a $6.1 million construction loan from First Financial Bank, a $1.75 million construction loan from AHT Regional Impact Fund, a approximately $1.99 million loan from the City of Columbus to new borrower. It's my understanding that that is another home loan, a $500,000 loan from the Affordable Housing Trust, and an $8.2 million loan from the existing owner. Again, I know there's multiple parties, so it's hard to follow. But the existing owner of the Commons at Grant Limited Partnership to the Commons at Grant Housing Limited Partnership. Again, this amendment of this home loan and the assignment and the subsequent assignment and assumption of this home loan will allow the Commons at Grant development to remain an affordable housing option for the residents of Franklin County. Pending any questions, I respectfully request your approval of this resolution. And we also have representatives from National Church Residences in person and via Zoom available to answer any questions and to provide any additional information. And I know Tim Westrick from National Church is on, and Tim, if you have any additional comments.
Yeah, I know we do have a speaker's slip. I do just have a question about the affordability component. And so the restrictive covenants will continue to run with this,
Yes.
correct?
Yeah, so they are receiving LIHTC tax credits from the Ohio OFA, which will require the property to remain affordable for 30 years. We also have an existing restrictive covenant on the property that we are extending through the new maturity date of the loan, which is December 31st, 2045.
Okay. And so these are still going to be rented at or below 50% AMI?
Yes, those are the, I believe those are the home restricted, yes. Yes, but all of the units in the facility, the development are income restricted.
Okay. Thank you.
Yep.
So I know we had a speaker. Did the speaker want to speak? Or no?
Madam President, thank you. Tim, if you are ready, you can speak. You would need to unmute yourself. I believe he might be trying to speak, Commissioners, but we are unable to hear him at this time. So.
Okay. Are there?
Good morning. Tom Kibbe with Squire Patton Boggs, representing the developer National Church Residences. Certainly here to answer any questions, but I think Tim would just like to thank you for your consideration of this. Certainly answer any questions, but to your point, as Robin ably mentioned, this project is affordable housing. It will remain affordable housing, and it will undergo a substantial rehabilitation, not just repairs, but it will be completely rehabilitated so that the existing residents, any new residents will have, brand-new amenities in the project.
You mentioned the repairs. Can you talk about how or the issues with the repairs? Are it falling in disrepair over the years? What happened? What were the issues? And
Yeah, to be clear, I mean, the project is habitable. It's not an uninhabitable building. I want to be clear about that. It's rental housing over the 20 years that it's been developed. It's just over time, things have gotten beaten up. I mean, think of anybody's home that's 20 years old. The kitchen looks old, the appliances need updated, countertops are outdated. So this rehabilitation, I'm sorry, I don't have the numbers in front of me, but it's millions of dollars that will be put in to basically rehabilitate the entire project. So it'll be the furnitures, fixtures, typically windows, HVAC, plumbing will be updated, countertops, cabinets. Really think of all the interior departments will be updated. In addition, they'll update any community rooms with new furnitures and fixtures, paint, carpet. Basically put this back into a like new condition for the residents going forward.
thank you. Okay. No additional questions.
I know the facility, it's there across at Grant and Fulton. It's familiar. So.
Commissioner O'Grady, is there a motion?
Yeah, sorry. If there are no further comments or questions, I'll move approval of Resolution 57225.
Second.
Moved and seconded, voting, Commissioner O'Grady,
Yes.
Commissioner Crawley,
Yes.
Commissioner Boyce.
Abstain.
Resolution number 57225 has been adopted with Commissioner Boyce's noted abstention.
Thank you.
Resolution number 57325, resolution authorizing the county administrator to approve and adopt the U.S. Department of Housing and Urban Development 2025 Annual Action Plan, the 2025 through 2029 Consolidated Plan, the substantial amendments of the county's 2019 through 2022 Annual Action Plans, and 2024 Consolidated Annual Performance and Evaluation Report Plan.
Good morning, Commissioners and County Administration. Walter Dillard, the Assistant Director for Economic Development and Planning. Franklin County is a qualified urban county that receives grant entitlement funds from the U.S. Department of Housing and Urban Development, or HUD, on an annual basis. This resolution simply authorizes County Administrator to approve and adopt several required HUD planning documents, including, as read before, the 2025 Annual Action Plan, the 2025 through 2029 Consolidated Plan, the substantial amendments to the 2019 through 2022 Annual Action Plans, and the 2024 CAPER. The required public notices and public hearings for all of these plans are complete. The 30-day public comment period for the 2025 Annual Action Plan, the 2025 through 2029 Consolidated Plan, and substantial amendments ended on July 17th. We received a comment on the comp plan related to data sources used in the homelessness needs assessment. Those comments have been considered and summarized and will be attached to the final document we will be submitting to HUD. Pending any comments or questions, we respectfully request your approval of this resolution.
Can you tell me about the substantial amendments?
Yes, so back in 2019 to 2022, we still had outstanding funds in our line of credit. We had to spend down our CDBG dollars, and so we amended those plans to go towards infrastructure projects, which we will be doing with the engineer's office.
Okay.
And if you need a copy of those amendments, I can make sure one gets sent to your office, Madam President.
I think you sent them already, or maybe I just got the action plan.
And the comp plan, correct. I can
Okay.
make sure the substantial amendments get sent to you as well.
Thank you, to all of our offices. Thank you. No additional questions.
If there are no comments or questions, move for adoption of 573-25.
Second.
Moved and seconded, voting, Commissioner Boyce.
Yes.
Commissioner O'Grady.
Yes.
Commissioner Crawley.
Yes.
Resolution number 57325 has been adopted. Resolution number 57425, resolution authorizing the county administrator to execute an agreement with Franklin Park Conservatory and Botanical Gardens to administer and run Growing to Green Community Garden Grant, Teen Corps, and Farmers Market for the benefit of Franklin County residents and in alignment with the Columbus and Franklin County Local Food Action Plan in the amount of $315,000.
Yes, this resolution will authorize a $315,000 grant agreement to the Franklin Park Conservatory and Botanical Gardens. The grant will support the following local food systems programs: the Community Garden Grant, the Growing the Green Teen Corps, and the Franklin Park Conservatory Farmers Market. That will benefit the residents of Franklin County. This resolution meets Franklin County's Rise Together blueprint for reducing poverty, goal number 10 and goal number 3. The agreement term is set for January 1, 2025 through September 30th, 2026 to align with the growing and harvest seasons. With me today, we have Cindy Maravich, the Community Outreach Senior Manager at the Conservatory, to share some highlights related to this contract resolution. And pending any questions, we respectfully ask for your approval of this resolution.
Thank you for giving me the opportunity to come and say thank you today. I direct the work of all of the initiatives that were originally explained. The funding from this actually enables us to fund community gardens, foster the growth of Franklin County teenagers, host weekly farmers markets, track the progress, status, and growth of all of these community gardens as well. Each year, the Franklin Park Conservatory Growing to Green team administers the Community Garden Grant. This year, 33 community gardens in Franklin County received financial assistance. And the Growing to Green team, which consists of just 2 people, provides on-site visits, on-site assistance, communication with and between the gardens, and helps to coordinate volunteer assistance at all of these gardens. In addition to funding the local community gardens, money allocated funds the 8-week paid educational internships for teens living or attending school in Franklin County. These 15 to 18-year-olds spend 20 hours per week learning to garden, develop customer service and communication skills, and developing good workplace habits. In 2024, teens harvested over 260 pounds of produce at the gardens at the conservatory. These youth have truly become leaders in our community. Guest culinary instructor the past 2 years for the program is actually a 2019 graduate of the program. And she credits Teen Corps for introducing her to cooking as her career path. Another former Teen Corps graduate has been a Teen Corps educator, creates lessons for the teens, and provides mentorship opportunities for them. This summer's group is recently been awarded a Columbus Youth Climate Action Fund Award to create a book of recipes focused on eliminating and minimizing food waste. Each week, in addition, funds from Franklin County allow us to host a farmers market. Last year, markets generated more than $45,000 in income for the local producers selling at the market. Averaging more than 300 customers each week, we welcome the use of WIC Senior Farmers Market Nutrition Program, SNAP, EBT, Produce Perks, and Produce Perks coupons. After welcoming a family to the market last year, I explained all of the options for payment to vendors. And one of the mothers that I spoke with was thrilled. She said, usually I do not buy food at farmers markets because they tend to be more expensive and I need to pay with cash. So having these opportunities has been very helpful for a lot of our neighbors. Another exciting highlight enabled by the funding is the interactive community garden map located on the Franklin Park Conservatory's website. You can learn about more than 200 community gardens in Franklin County. This has become an important tool helping us to increase the supply of locally grown food by enabling us to promote local gardens, collect data, and communicate effectively. Information collected from this map tells us that last year, of the 207 community gardens with information on our map, produced a total of 286,919 pounds of produce. Just as a side, one African bush elephant actually weighs 9,000 pounds. So this is about 319 elephants worth of food that was actually grown in Franklin County and community gardens. And of that, 908 pounds were actually donated, which is 16 elephants. This year, we're excited to continue to grow our Growing to Green program in many exciting ways, one of which bringing back our annual Harvest Awards event, which is happening this year on October 9th. And we'll be highlighting garden anniversaries, celebrating a fun and unique and empowering event where we're going to be celebrating 5 and 10, 20, 25-year anniversaries of community gardens in Franklin, Ohio, and Franklin County. We would be delighted, actually, if you would join us for that event on October 9th. We'll truly celebrate the hours, sweat, tears, and joy of more than 57 gardens in Franklin County. Again, thank you for your time today and for continuing to provide funds for these truly life-changing and life-saving programs.
If I had a, oh, I'm
Sorry,
sorry.
go ahead.
If I had a community garden, how would I know that funding is available, or what would I need to do to apply if someone was interested?
So the grant process actually starts early in the year. This year, I think we're going to be kicking that grant process off probably in November or December. And we have an application process. The staff, including my team, actually administers the grant. So we actually go through and look at all of the applications. We determine what funding is appropriate and available for each garden. This year, we were able to award more funding for more gardens because we capped the funding at $1,500 for each garden. In previous years, we've given individual gardens up to $3,000, but this way we were able to actually work with more gardens with giving them a little less funding.
Okay, thank you.
Madam President. Ms. Maravich, it's good for you to be here. Thank you. You know, we've been working with the conservatory on these projects for years and years and years. I remember going to Cuyahoga County with former Deputy County Administrator Janice and our former employee here, Ms. Rummel, Lauren Rummel, years ago, and met with the director of the Botanical Gardens, Natalie Ronayne, who's now the wife of the county executive in Cuyahoga County, Chris Ronayne. We met with her and learned about the Teen Corps program and brought it back to Columbus, brought it back to the conservatory, and started it with Bill Dawson.
Yeah.
God bless his heart. We miss Bill. We started and began working with the Growing to Green program years ago with Bill Dawson. And obviously the community garden program. I remember years ago working with Mayor Coleman. We only had, a few dozen community gardens in Franklin County back at 2010, 2011, 2009, 2010, 2011. And I remember talking with Mayor Coleman. He said he wanted to have a couple hundred community gardens in Franklin County and Columbus. Well, he said he always ever thought about Columbus. The world ended at the borders of Columbus for Mayor Coleman. So we committed to doing as many community gardens as we could in Franklin County back in those days. And as you say, there's over a couple hundred of them these days. And we, here in Franklin County, we fund community gardens at large numbers. And, we always have funded them for a couple $1,000s a piece through the conservatory. We sat with Curtis Brown in the back and talked about funding a couple of gardens for larger numbers. We funded the Channel 4 community garden for a huge amount of money in the years past. And so these are programs, your programs, these programs at the conservatory are programs that are near and dear to our hearts and have been for years and years. And so you coming here today and our ability to continue to partner with you is something that's very important to us here in Franklin County. And our ability to continue to do this type of work throughout Franklin County in many iterations, in many fashions, is something that's very important for us to be able to do it with Ohio State University, with Extension, with Columbus City Schools, with Whitehall, with our friends in Whitehall, with communities throughout Franklin County. These type of programs are things that are very, very important, but they all kind of germinated, a lot of them germinated through our relationship with you guys. And so we really appreciate you being here again today.
Thank you. Thank you for your time. Thank you for your consideration. And thank you to the team at the Economic Development and Planning. Thank you.
Commissioner Boyce?
Thank you, Madam President. I just wanted to recognize Commissioner O'Grady. He's been a long-time advocate in food security, long before I even came on the county commission, and has always championed, as you're talking about with Mayor Coleman. I probably would label you, Commissioner O'Grady, as one of the biggest champions of elected officials that I know of food security. That being said, that we're in a time, and spend 10 seconds talking to Matt Habash at the Mid-Ohio Food Collective, and he'll quickly point to a statistic that's alarming, which is that food insecurity is on the rise, and that we are in a time right now where the need to access food, particularly fresh fruits, vegetables, et cetera, is at an all-time high. And with Central Ohio growing at the rate that we are, that gap and that need is growing along with it. And so, and by the way, it should be noted that it's a national crisis, a global crisis in many ways. And so the more that we can do at the most minute local community level, the more we can have an impact on access to fresh food, fruit and vegetables and food. And the more that we can do with regard to the community gardens, the more that we can teach the next generation to begin to invest in that same type of skill set, that same type of knowledge and information. And so, quite honestly, I'd love to see us do more in this area. John O'Grady, Commissioner O'Grady, is more of our resident leader in this conversation. But to be honest, it's something that we all need to be thinking more about and investing deeper into, whether it's Columbus City Schools, the City of Columbus, our suburban partners, you name it, township partners. We really need to embrace a regional strategy that really provides resources beyond the project level that we're doing, and just have a very serious sort of land use, on vacant land use strategy and plan, and provide those resources there. Sometimes that works and sometimes it doesn't. But again, I'd be remiss if I didn't recognize Commissioner O'Grady's work here, because even before it became sort of a thing, I think you were on top of it, really pushing. I remember conversations with you when I was on city council, what seems like 100 years ago, and you were talking about these things. So, I mean, this is something that we need to get more behind and do more in this area. So, thank you.
Madam President, if I might. Ms. Maravich, Commissioner Boyce, the city, when Mayor Coleman was in office, he looked at this from, food insecurity, and certainly this is all about food insecurity. Mm-hmm. Mayor Coleman, he tasked Barb Seckler at the time. Mm-hmm. Barb Seckler was with Columbus Public Health, and Councilwoman Priscilla Tyson mm-hmm. was the city councilwoman this was her, her baby. This was kind of her thing. And the city of Columbus looked at this from the public health standpoint. We, here at Franklin County, we focused this, and County Administrator Wilson would remember this, we focused this out of our Economic Development and Planning Department, as it still is today. Mr. Dillard will, that's why he's here this morning. We focused it out of our Economic Development and Planning Department. This kind of comes out of my restaurant background, my small business background, but I just looked at it because I thought I looked at it in a larger, more globally centered, 25,000 foot view. But I just thought it was more important, not just because it is all about food insecurity, but food insecurity is a bigger issue, and we needed to be able to look at it while the city was looking at it from the public health standpoint. I wanted to make sure we were looking at it from the growers, the suppliers, the distributors, the restaurateurs, and looking at it from a much larger perspective, and in our conversations when we were creating the food plan and the food board, I thought it was important. I just had this conversation yesterday with Joe Lombardi from SWACO. We wanted to make sure that we were having the entire industry as a part of this. And so we have restaurateurs, we have, distributors, we have grocery stores. Kroger sits on our food board because we wanted to make sure the entire industry was a part of this conversation. We don't want to create a food plan and then have it be in a binder sitting on a shelf collecting dust, and not have it be actually an active thing that was working for the community. And so our focus has been out of the Economic Development Department. Their focus has been out of the Public Health Department. And so now we have a food insecurity plan that is engaging the entire community. So I appreciate you bringing that up, Commissioner, and talking about the fact that it is all about food insecurity, but it's about addressing food insecurity in a global way. So, and we can't do it without our friends at the conservatory who are helping us with these programs. And so can I ask you, and I've been meaning to ask this, and we got into so many other different things. How many kids are in the teen program now?
24. We hire 24 teens each month, or
And
each summer.
when we first started it was like 4.
Yeah.
So, it's continuing to grow. And I was jealous when we first started it, we had 4 kids, because Cleveland had like 75. And so we're getting there. But it's got to grow, it had to grow slowly, so. Well, that's fantastic. That's the best news I heard this morning. We got 24 kids. So that's great. It's growing and it's getting bigger. So thank you.
Well, we appreciate your support, and if I may, we are unveiling in just a few weeks, actually, the Urban Garden Leadership Academy, and so we are working with local partners and providing 18 weeks of really intensive, a look at really building a brand and a business so that we can inspire people who are already interested in growing to continue to grow that work and business, because we can teach anybody how to grow and start a garden, but keeping it going is an area that we'd like to focus on next.
And DCA Bivens just got up and walked out, but we're going up to my brother's keeper here soon, and we're going to teach some of those young folks how to do some gardening as well. So, thank you.
Thank you.
All right. If there are no further comments or questions, move for adoption of 574-25.
Second.
Moved and seconded, voting. Commissioner Boyce?
Yes.
Commissioner O'Grady?
Yes.
Commissioner Crawley?
Yes.
Resolution number 574-25 has been adopted.
Thank you.
Thank you. Have a great day. Next, we have fleet management.
Resolution number 575-25. Resolution authorizing a disposition of personal property, including motor vehicle and equipment that are no longer needed for public use, are obsolete, or are unfit for the use it was acquired, and authorizing the Director of Fleet Management to dispose of said items in accordance with the disposal of county-owned personnel property policy.
Good morning, Commissioners. Charlotte Ashcraft, Director of Fleet Management. This resolution is requesting authorization to dispose of 39 retired vehicles and 3 pieces of equipment. Fleet Management is asking permission to dispose of these items in accordance with the policy for disposal of county-owned personal property. That policy was approved on April 2nd, 2024. Fleet has been contacted by other political subdivisions in the state of Ohio with interest in receiving donations of used vehicles to help their small fleets. We began donating vehicles to these smaller fleets back in 2009. Many of these items listed will be posted available through online auction with govdeals.com, and those that are wrecked or are not disposed of by donation or sold will be disposed of through auto salvage. Pending any questions, I request passage of this resolution.
If there are no comments or questions, move for adoption of 575-25.
Second.
Moved and seconded, voting. Commissioner Boyce?
Yes.
Commissioner O'Grady?
Yes.
Commissioner Crawley?
Yes.
Resolution number 575-25 has been adopted.
Thank you.
Thank you. Have a great one. Next up, Job and Family Services.
Resolution number 576-25. Resolution authorizing Franklin County Department of Job and Family Services on behalf of the Board of Commissioners Mobile Unit and Franklin County Health and Human Services agencies to enter into a memorandum of understanding with Heart of Ohio Family Health Center.
Good morning, Commissioners and County Administration. Carmen Barnes, Assistant Director, Job and Family Services. This resolution supports the One Door Health and Human Services Alignment Initiative. The agreement will allow One Door HHS agencies to connect Heart of Ohio patients and visitors with county services, including but not limited to SNAP, TANF, and Medicaid, also programming for senior adults, child support services, and various services and programs for justice-involved and restored citizens. The initial term of the MOU is for 1 year with the option to renew for 2 additional years. Pending any questions, I ask for your approval of this resolution.
If there are no comments or questions, move for adoption of 576-25.
Second.
Moved and seconded, voting. Commissioner Boyce?
Yes.
Commissioner O'Grady?
Yes.
Commissioner Crawley?
Yes.
Resolution number 576-25 has been adopted. Resolution number 577-25. Resolution approving a subaward agreement with Goodwill Industries of Central Ohio Incorporated for the Roads to Work Workforce Training Program in the amount of $800,000.
The Roads to Work Workforce Training Program provides commercial driver's license training and employment opportunities for unemployed and underemployed Franklin County residents. Since its launch in 2019, over 520 residents have graduated from the program. Participants enrolled in Roads to Work receive soft skills training, comprehensive case management services, 6 weeks of CDL training, holistic supportive services, and employment assistance. Successful graduates of the program earn a State of Ohio Commercial Driving Training Program certificate and their commercial driver's license. Goodwill Industries provides the workforce readiness portion of this program, and Capital Transportation provides the CDL training portion of the program. During the prior program period, 120 participants obtained their CDL license. And since we uploaded this resolution, we received some updated information regarding the number of graduates that have been placed in employment. As of this speaking today, over 90 graduates have been placed in employment, so that puts us at about a 75% graduation rate. We do have some additional information that we can share with you as well on that one. Through this particular award, Goodwill and its partner, Capital Transportation Academy, will look to enroll 70 Franklin County residents in the program, and they are also planning to have an 80% graduation and employment placement rate. Richard Crockett of Capital Transportation is available to answer any questions that you may have, and pending those questions, we do ask for your approval of this resolution.
Madam President?
Sure.
Mayor, thank you so much. We had a discussion in briefing about whether or not this contract was reduced and kind of what our scenario going forward was. You know, if I recall in briefing, we talked about things that work, investing more in things that work. We know that we're investing in something that creates good paying jobs. Then we kind of double down on that. And so I think we asked the question, is this a reduction? And I think there was some back and forth. Where do we stand on the knowledge around what's going on with this contract?
County Commissioners, Troy Bivens, Deputy County Administrator of Health and Human Services. And Ms. Barnes, will you confirm that initially this contract was, I believe, $600,000?
Correct.
And then we infused it with some ARPA dollars to take it, to, I believe, to 1.7 currently
correct.
right now. And
Yes.
then we went through the cut of the 40%, which is now the $800,000, correct?
Correct. We removed the ARPA dollars. It is TANF and general revenue funded
I
right
think,
now.
and thank you, DCA Bivens, and I think we touched on this before too, about how we used ARPA dollars. And the idea, if I remember correctly, when we were going through the process, was to use ARPA dollars more for one-time type of investments as opposed to systemic ongoing relationships. And so I would challenge the administration to examine this relationship. And I appreciate Mr. Crockett, I'm sure he'll have something to say, but to examine this relationship and look at going back to the original level of funding, regardless of where the funds came from. If we're doing something that works and that's empowering our residents with good paying jobs, we should do more of it, not less. And and that's not condemning you at all. I'm challenging the administration to think of it this way because, as we invest in things, that's the litmus test. Is this the type of investment that is just money out the window and we see a result and impact? Or is it something that equips and empowers residents, people, with the ability to sustain their own families themselves? And I think I said it in the briefing of the day. The best social service is a good paying job. And so here we are, and here's an environment, a situation, a relationship that, and I know we had talked about the percentage of people going through the program and that had graduated, and we can deal with that. But I want to say, because I'm a fan of the model, I'm a fan of the program because it's the type of job that a lot of people can do. If they're trained right, have the right skill sets, and then have the ability to live the standard of life that best fits their family. So DCA Bivens, Administrator Wilson, I'm challenging you because as we go through a budget process where we already are knowing we got cuts coming, we already know the economic impact in Central Ohio will be recognized and felt in this budget, it underscores the need to invest in things that create jobs, that for good paying jobs, for people to be successful. So, this is something that when we go through the budget process, I'm going to be asking about, and I'm just planting that flag right now. This is one example, but this is going to be a consistent theme, I think, in the budget process that's really right around the corner. So.
And County Commissioners, if I could really quick, I believe we are revisiting this again at the end of the year when we look at where our budget currently is, particularly for Job and Family Services, where these dollars are primarily coming from, correct?
That's correct.
President Crowley, Commissioner Boyce, Commissioner O'Grady, Kenneth Wilson, County Administrator. I definitely want to put an extra emphasis on the importance of programs like this that work. When you talk about $57,000 in annual starting wages plus benefits, that gets my attention because we live in a county where you need $60,000 in income to be able to be sustainable in your average housing. So this program is definitely one that county administration will look at. We also, as I stated in briefing, we want to try to also see what types of innovative ways we can look at how the program is administered in order to be able to support more cohort members for each dollar invested. And Mr. Crockett and I, Capital Transportation, talked about this after Thursday's briefing, and we intend to look at that at the end of the year as well. But I do want Mr. Crockett to talk about these program metrics, particularly the economic impact, and also President Crowley asked in briefing about the efforts to follow graduates upon receiving the CDL licensure in order to get placement rate is great at 75-80%, but talk a little bit, Mr. Crockett, about that process and how we can even try to improve upon that to with each graduate to get them into a job using that CDL license.
Thank you, Administrator Wilson. Good morning. I'm Richard Crockett, and President Crawley, Commissioners, Administrators. I want to thank you guys so much for the opportunity to address you this morning regarding the Roads to Work program. I have been working over the past 7 years with Franklin County Job and Family Services, who have supported this program along with the county commissioners and the administration here. The program is designed to help underemployed, unemployed, and individuals who are returning from incarceration. One of the things we found at Capital Transportation when I formally founded Roads to Work was that there were so many people who would come to our school who could not afford the tuition. And we were turning individuals away. And so working with Franklin County Job and Family Services, Ms. Bivens at the time actually created this Roads to Work program that gave underserved individuals from this community an opportunity to earn a livable wage with benefits because of the tremendous demand in the transportation industry for CDL drivers. I think everyone around the room have heard that there's a huge demand and shortage of CDL drivers. And there's a window of opportunity for individuals who are underserved to have an opportunity to get from where they are to the middle class in only 4 to 6 weeks of training and get a livable wage with starting wages in the $60,000 and some more with benefits. And that opportunity is tremendous, and we're getting tremendous response from other communities around the state about the model that we've put together here in Franklin County that's been so successful. One of the great things about this program, again, is the opportunity for individuals who are underserved to have an opportunity to become in only 4 to 6 weeks part of the middle class. opportunity for individuals who have never made $1,500 a week. And what we offer in this program is an opportunity not only to get a CDL and earn a livable wage, but also some of the ancillary benefits that come before they actually get their CDL, and that is some of the job coaching, some of the financial literacy issues, where we have individuals come in through the Goodwill soft skills training portion of the program. So these individuals are not only trained, but they're also prepared once they make a livable wage in terms of managing budgets and that kind of thing. That's part of the Roads to Work program. And so to Administrator Wilson's question regarding these individuals this year, and we work hard not only to get individuals through the class, but also get their CDL and subsequently on to become gainfully employed. So there's a process that they go through. And this year, over 90% of the individuals who actually started the program actually completed the program. And of those individuals, 120 of those individuals actually received their CDL, and subsequently, as of yesterday, 90 of those individuals have been verified with industry-level wages of $58,000 a year plus benefits. And those individuals, many of whom were either on TANF, or individuals who were returning from incarceration, restored citizens, and individuals who were unemployed, have now become gainfully employed in the transportation industry as a result of your support of this program, Roads to Work, and we appreciate that.
Thank you, Mr. Crockett. Thank you for your continued partnership with the county. My question in briefing, my question was, for those who have not been employed, what ongoing services do you offer to make sure that they get placed or that they can get gainfully employed somewhere? Or do you continue to work with those graduates?
Yes, one of the things relative to that discussion I had with Administrator Wilson is I think in March, at the end of the program year, there were individuals who were still in the process of completing the training after the March 31st date. Those individuals may have still been in class and not actually employed yet or completed the program or had an opportunity to interview with some of the transportation industry partners. And so to address that issue, as of March, I think it was about 66 or 55% of the individuals at that time were employed. But it's about a 60 to 90-day lag period between when they get their CDL and when they actually obtain employment, because many of these individuals have to identify a transportation career or job that accommodates their lifestyle. We have 25% of the individuals that go through our Roads to Work program are women with children. In this industry, a lot of times you have to go over the road for days or weeks at a time. Many of them don't have the opportunity. So they have to identify a specific job, a specific job that's local that gives them the opportunity to earn the wage with the benefit, but at the same time be able to accommodate their life and lifestyle. And so those individuals, there may be a longer lag time, if you will, for finding the right opportunity.
But you still work. The point is you're still working with them.
Absolutely.
To find that. Okay.
And specifically, at that time, I think it was about 60-something individuals. As of yesterday, again, we continue to reach out to those individuals and many times help them identify industry partners to employ them. And so as of yesterday, 90 of those individuals are now verified and gainfully employed. So it went from 66 in March to 90 as of yesterday. And we continue to work with the other 25 individuals who've obtained their CDL but have not yet become employed. So we'll continue to work with those until those individuals identify a situation that fits their circumstances.
Lifestyle. Thank you.
All right. If there are no further comments or questions, move for adoption of 577-25.
Second.
Moved and seconded, voting, Commissioner Boyce.
Yes.
Commissioner O'Grady.
Yes.
Commissioner Crawley.
Yes.
Resolution number 577-25 has been adopted. Resolution number 578-25, resolution approving a subaward agreement with the Central Community House of Columbus Incorporated, doing business as Central Community House, for the Transit Arts Youth Engagement and Employment Program in the amount of $143,999.64.
The Transit Arts Program provides a creative outlet to youth to grow their social, emotional, professional, and academic skill sets. Youth participating in transit arts gain exposure to a full spectrum of creative forms of art and music, including event and technical production, as well as event planning. During the prior program year, Central Community House served 63 youth through their immersive workshops. Through this award, the Transit Arts Program will offer 80 youth and young adults the opportunity to participate in year-round weekly work groups that offer support in creative engagement, soft skills development, social-emotional learning, networking, and mentor pairing. Pending any questions, we ask for your approval of this resolution.
If there are no comments or questions, move for adoption of 578-25.
Second.
Moved and seconded, voting, Commissioner Boyce.
Yes.
Commissioner O'Grady.
Yes.
Commissioner Crawley.
Yes.
Resolution number 578-25 has been adopted. Resolution number 596-25, resolution approving a subaward agreement with the Young Men's Christian Association of Central Ohio for supporting partnerships to assure Ready Kids for kindergarten readiness programming in the amount of $319,993.60.
Supporting partnerships to assure Ready Kids, also known as SPARK, is a family-focused intervention program designed to equip families with the knowledge and skills to prepare their children for kindergarten. The YMCA of Central Ohio is one of several nonprofits that we partner with to provide SPARK programming. SPARK parent partners deliver home-based monthly lessons, educational supplies, and learning opportunities to families of preschool-age children. Data has shown that SPARK children significantly outperform their non-SPARK peers in the areas of mathematics, language and literacy, and motor development. Over the past year, the YMCA has engaged over 120 low-income families, primarily through home visits, and provided over 1,100 lessons to children while offering supplemental guidance to parents. Under this resolution, the YMCA will offer SPARK kindergarten readiness programming to an estimated 130 children and parents. Pending any questions, I ask for your approval of this resolution.
If there are no comments or questions, I'll move approval of resolution 596-25.
Second.
Moved and seconded, voting, Commissioner O'Grady.
Yes.
Commissioner Crawley.
Yes.
Commissioner Boyce.
Abstain.
Resolution number 596-25 has been adopted with Commissioner Boyce's noted abstention.
Thank you.
Thank you. Have a great day. Next, we have Justice Policy and Programs.
Resolution number 579-25, resolution authorizing a subaward agreement with Ours Brothers Keepers to support the expansion of services offered through the Franklin County One Door Initiative under the FY 2024 Burn Discretionary Community Project Grant in the amount of $75,000.
Good morning, Commissioners, County Administration. Cody Hatton, Management Analyst with the Office of Justice Policy and Programs. This resolution authorizes a sub-grant award with Ours Brothers Keepers to support the expansion of services offered through the Franklin County One Door Initiative under the fiscal year 24 Burn Discretionary Community Project Grant. Funds will support respite care housing services for youth referred from the Franklin County One Door team and the Franklin County Juvenile Court. It's anticipated that 75 youth will be served during the grant-funded program. This contract in the amount of $75,000 will conclude on December 31st, 2025. Pending any questions, we respectfully request your approval of this resolution.
If there are no comments or questions, move for adoption of 579-25.
Second.
Moved and seconded, voting, Commissioner Boyce.
Yes.
Commissioner O'Grady.
Yes.
Commissioner Crawley.
Yes.
Resolution number 579-25 has been adopted. Resolution number 580-25, resolution authorizing a professional service contract agreement with Andrea Walker for peer support and case management services for justice-involved residents served through the Franklin County Rapid Resource Center in the amount of $20,000.
Yes, this resolution authorizes a professional service contract agreement with Andrea Walker for peer support and case management services for justice-involved residents serving through the Franklin County Rapid Resource Center. So she'll be providing support to residents by assisting with navigating linkage to substance use treatment services, help develop post-release transition plans based on recovery goals, and providing referral and linkage to other community-based health and human services that support engagement in treatment services and a successful return home. This contract in the amount of $20,000 will conclude on December 31st, 2025. Pending any questions, we respectfully request your approval of this resolution.
If there are no comments or questions, move for adoption of 580-25.
Second.
Moved and seconded, voting, Commissioner Boyce.
Yes.
Commissioner O'Grady.
Yes.
Commissioner Crawley.
Yes.
Resolution number 58025 has been adopted.
Thank you.
Thank you. Next, sanitary engineers.
Resolution number 58125, resolution authorizing a first contract modification to the construction agreement with Driven Excavating LLC for the South Grenner Avenue Sanitary Sewer Replacement Project for an increase in an amount not to exceed $38,138.69 for a revised contract amount of $1,227,121.69.
Good morning, Commissioners and County Administration. I am Jasmine Pickford, Project Engineering of Sanitary Engineering. I am here to request the approval of a contract modification with Driven Excavating LLC for the South Grenner Avenue Sanitary Sewer Replacement Project located in Prairie Township. Per Resolution Number 0956-24, the Franklin County Board of Commissioners, on behalf of the Department of Sanitary Engineering, entered into a construction agreement with Driven Excavating LLC to complete this project with a contract amount not to exceed $1,188,983. A contract modification is needed for additional work to address elevation issues on 2 manholes, additional work for several existing sanitary laterals, capping of an unknown water service, and repair of a storm sewer pipe. An additional $38,138.69 will be required to successfully complete and close out the project. This project has been funded by the Ohio Public Works Commission, or the OPWC, and as part of an agreement with OPWC, there is an additional project contingency with sufficient funds that can be utilized to cover these additional costs. The use of these funds have been approved by the OPWC. With the modification, the new contract amount would be $1,227,121.69. Pending any questions or comments, I will request the approval of this resolution on Tuesday. Thank you.
If there are no comments or questions, move for adoption of 581-25.
Second.
Moved and seconded, voting, Commissioner Boyce.
Yes.
Commissioner O'Grady.
Yes.
Commissioner Crawley.
Yes.
Resolution number 58125 has been adopted.
Thank you.
Thank you. Public facilities management.
Resolution number 58225, resolution authorizing amendment number 1 to the architect engineer agreement with BB Design LLC to provide design professional services associated with the planning, design, selective renovation, and new construction of the master plan implementation at the Franklin County Government Center Bundle 2 at an increase of the contract cost in an amount not to exceed $523,750 for a revised total of $1,954,750.
Good morning, Commissioners. Darla Reardon, Director of Public Facilities Management. On December 10th, 2024, under Resolution Number 100224, the Franklin County Board of Commissioners authorized the architect-engineer agreement with BB Design LLC to provide design professional services for the master plan implementation at the Franklin County Government Center Bundle 2. This resolution authorizes Amendment Number 1 to the architect-engineer agreement with BB Design LLC to provide additional scope of design professional services for the Bundle 2 project, including at 373 South High Street for the auditorium, 16th floor, and 26th floor, 369 South High Street for the purchasing and DEI offices and mailroom, and 280 East Broad Street for EV charging stations at Memorial Hall. The construction manager at risk model is being employed on this project, and there is an established 15% SCBE aspirational goal. BB is a local firm that is certified as a WBE, MBE, EDGE, and DBE. Pending any questions, PFM respectfully requests your approval of Amendment Number 1 to the architect-engineer agreement with BB Design LLC. Thank you.
If there are no comments or questions, move for adoption of 582-25.
Second.
Moved and seconded, voting, Commissioner Boyce.
Yes.
Commissioner O'Grady.
Yes.
Commissioner Crawley.
Yes.
Resolution number 58225 has been adopted.
Thank you. Have a great day.
Thank you. You too. Next, human resources.
Resolution number 58325, resolution authorizing an agreement with the John Glenn College of Public Affairs at The Ohio State University for graduate student assistantships in the amount of $254,620.
Good morning, Commissioners and County leadership. Sue Hamilton, representing the Department of Human Resources. Today, for your consideration, is a request to approve an agreement with the John Glenn College of Public Affairs at The Ohio State University for 5 paid master-level assistantships to work with Board of Commissioner agencies. The Franklin County Board of Commissioners has partnered with the Glenn College to provide opportunities for these future public leaders who will gain valuable experience and insights into public sector management. The agreement is for a term that includes fall semester 2025 and spring semester 2026, with an option to include summer semester 2026 for a cost not to exceed $254,620. Pending any questions you have, we respectfully request your approval.
If there are no comments or questions, move for sorry.
If there are no comments or questions, I'll move approval of Resolution 58325.
Second.
Moved and seconded, voting. Commissioner O'Grady.
Yes.
Commissioner Crawley.
Yes.
Commissioner Boyce.
Abstain.
Resolution number 58325 has been adopted with Commissioner Boyce's noted abstention. Resolution number 58425, resolution authorizing agreement with The Ohio State University for the purchase of management advancement for the public service training units for agencies of the Board of Commissioners in the amount of $66,500.
Next for your consideration is a request to purchase a membership subscription for 266 credits from the Management Advancement for Public Service Program, also known as MAPS courses, provided by the John Glenn College of Public Affairs at The Ohio State University. The subscription will run from September 1, 2025 through June of 2026 and will provide professional growth opportunities for current employees. The cost of each credit is $250 for a total cost of $66,500. Pending any questions you have, we respectfully request your approval.
If there are no comments or questions, I'll move approval of Resolution 58425.
Second.
Moved and seconded, voting. Commissioner O'Grady.
Yes.
Commissioner Crawley.
Yes.
Commissioner Boyce.
Abstain.
Resolution number 58425 has been adopted with Commissioner Boyce's noted abstention. Resolution number 58525, resolution authorizing a 3-year agreement with USI Insurance Services, LLC, for risk management insurance consulting services in the amount of $201,500.
Good morning, Commissioners and County Administration. I'm Kimberly Kimmel, Risk Manager with the Franklin County Department of Human Resources. This resolution seeks approval of an agreement with USI Insurance Services, LLC, to authorize a 3-year agreement for risk management insurance consulting services. The agreement requires USI Insurance Services to assist Franklin County with loss control services, marketing, placement, and consulting services, required to obtain property, boiler and machinery, builder's risk, cyber, workers' comp excess, CBCF liability, and crime, public employees dishonesty insurance policies. The term of this agreement will be for a period of 3 years, beginning on September 22nd, 2025 to September 21st, 2028, with the option to extend the agreement for a 1 additional 2-year period. The total cost of this agreement will not exceed $201,500. The resolution will also authorize County Administrator to sign the agreement with USI Insurance Services, LLC, and approve and execute all documents or amendments to the agreement upon approval to form by the Prosecutor's Office that are not substantially inconsistent with this resolution. I respectfully request approval of this resolution pending any questions or comments.
If there are no comments or questions, move for adoption of,
Yep. Apologies, Commissioner. Yep.
okay, move for adoption of 585-25.
Second.
Moved and seconded, voting. Commissioner Boyce.
Yes.
Commissioner O'Grady.
Yes.
Commissioner Crawley.
Yes.
Resolution number 58525 has been adopted.
Thank you.
Thank you. Next, we have purchasing.
Resolution number 58625, resolution approving purchases for various Franklin County agencies in the amount of $6,263,117.43.
Good morning, Commissioners. Lauren Gressel, Assistant Director of Procurement and Purchasing. This resolution requests your approval of 173 purchase orders. The county auditor has pre-certified available funding, and pending any questions, I'll request your approval.
Oh, if there are no comments or questions, move for adoption of 586-25.
Second.
Moved and seconded, voting. Commissioner Boyce?
Yes.
Commissioner O'Grady?
Yes.
Commissioner Crawley?
Yes.
Resolution number 58625 has been adopted. Resolution number 58725, resolution approving purchases for various Franklin County agencies in the amount of $14,650.
This resolution requests your approval of 4 purchase orders. The county auditor has pre-certified available funding, and pending any questions, I will ask for your approval.
If there are no comments or questions, I'll move approval of resolution for 58725.
Second.
Moved and seconded, voting. Commissioner O'Grady?
Yes.
Commissioner Crawley?
Yes.
Commissioner Boyce?
Abstain.
Resolution number 58725 has been adopted with Commissioner Boyce's noted abstention.
Thank you.
Thank you. Board of Commissioners.
Resolution number 58825, resolution authorizing a memorandum of understanding with CAG Riverside Flats Acquisitions LLC for the construction of a proposed 259-unit residential development with a parking garage to be located at 3660 Olentangy River Road, Columbus, Ohio, or Columbus, Franklin County, Ohio, that will have income-restricted units in the amount of $3 million.
Good morning, Commissioners. Robin Moorhead, Assistant Prosecuting Attorney, on behalf of Franklin County Prosecutor Shayla Favor. This resolution approves a memorandum of understanding with CAG Riverside Flats Acquisitions LLC for the construction of a proposed 259-unit residential development with a 342-space parking garage to be located at 3660 Olentangy River Road in Columbus, Franklin County, Ohio. This is a Continental real estate project. The county funding for this project will provide for a total of 83 income-restricted residential units that will be leased at a rate not greater than 80% of AMI. It will also provide for broadband internet to be provided to all residential units in the development for a period of not less than 18 years. Additionally, as part of this MOU, the developer warrants that both it and any subsequent owners will maintain the project and project site as set forth in the Memorandum of Understanding. They will not allow the project or project site to become subject to a nuisance action, and these warranties run with the land. Pending any questions, I respectfully request your approval of this resolution.
Sir, I'm checking something.
Are there any, Kenneth Wilson, County Administrator, is there any questions regarding the resolution?
Yeah, I'm checking something.
Okay.
quite well today. Couldn't think of the name. If there are no comments or questions, move for adoption of 588-25.
Second.
Moved and seconded voting. Commissioner Boyce?
Yes.
Commissioner O'Grady?
Yes.
Commissioner Crawley?
Yes.
Resolution number 588-25 has been adopted. Resolution number 597-25, resolution authorizing a memorandum of understanding with Reserve at Maryland Avenue LLC and an affordable housing grant agreement with Oregon Corporation for Affordable Housing, doing business as Neff Housing Charities Incorporated and Reserve at Maryland Avenue LLC for the construction of a proposed 84-unit affordable residential development to be located at 540 Annapolis Way, Columbus, Franklin County, Ohio, that will have income-restricted units in the amount of $1,350,000.
Commissioners, this resolution would approve two agreements with respect to a $1,350,000 grant for an 84-unit affordable housing development. This project is a Connect real estate project and will be owned by Reserve at Maryland Avenue LLC. The first agreement is an MOU with Reserve at Maryland LLC and requires that Reserve at Maryland LLC use the funding to construct a total of 84 income-restricted units that will be leased at a rate of not greater than 60% of AMI, and to provide broadband internet to the units for 30 years. Additionally, the MOU requires Reserve at Maryland LLC or any subsequent owner of the project or project site to maintain the project and project site and to not allow it to become a subject to a nuisance action. These requirements run with the land. In addition to the MOU, this resolution approves an affordable housing grant agreement with the Reserve at Maryland Avenue LLC and Oregon Corporation for Affordable Housing, DBA Neff Housing Charities. Reserve at Maryland Avenue is working with Neff, which is a national nonprofit syndicator for low-income housing tax credits. Neff will facilitate the grant from the county on behalf of the Reserve at Maryland Avenue LLC. The county will pay the grant funds to Neff, and Neff will then provide the grant to the Reserve at Maryland Avenue LLC as a loan. This allows the full amount of the grant from the county to be used for the project. The grant agreement sets forth the terms and conditions of payment for the grant and the intended use of the grant. Pending any questions, I respectfully request your approval of this resolution.
Madam President,
Absolutely.
was this on a briefing?
This was not on briefing. This was a late addition to the agenda yesterday.
And why?
It's my understanding that Connect Real Estate, they have multiple companies. They are using their modular units to build this affordable housing project, and a delay in this resolution would have caused a delay in production of those units, those modular units. And so in order to avoid that delay, we asked for permission to add it to the agenda for today.
Sure. Administrator Wilson, Madam President, I mean, I would just ask that in the future we don't, I don't ever feel compelled to be responsive in that way. I understand their deadline and the potential cost, but that just means they should get it in earlier, as opposed to putting it on us, because I really haven't had a chance to review this, and if nothing else, just for conflicts. But I prefer that if it's added, there's extra precaution taken to ensure that we've had a chance to review this. And so I'm gonna entrust in the administration's guidance here, but I don't necessarily feel like I've had the right level of exposure my colleagues may have, and I could have just been out of the loop. That's easily, for sure, it could happen. But just in the future, I'd prefer. I don't like things added after the briefing. It's just me personally prefer them not to be. And it's just, if it's a problem, then it's a problem. People just have to deal with it. But it's not fair to us as commissioners. I mean, again, they may have had opportunity to see it. I didn't. So
I'm pretty sure this is the first time all of us are seeing it.
Okay, well, good. Because, so, I mean, but, I don't want to add cost on, but it's just, if it comes on after briefing, it's tough because we're all set in our schedules and different things, and we just may not catch up. We, focus on what's in briefing. And so, caught me off guard. I'm flashing around trying to find it. And if nothing else, I'm looking for conflicts, and so, and it's a lot to read in 30 seconds to try to find that conflict, so.
President Crowley, Commissioner Boyce, Commissioner O'Grady, Yes, we sent out correspondence from the prosecutor's office in advance of that. We should have worked hard to bring that to your attention, that we had provided that information to you all, because we did not want you all to be surprised. We had the team from the prosecutor's office put together a privileged memorandum for your all review that had all the highlights of this affordable housing proposal that was brought forward by Mr. Brad DeHaze and his company, Connect. Because we were, as stated initially, set for the 29th, and we moved it because we didn't want to cause additional project cost and impacting the construction production by this 1 week difference. So should have worked harder to bring that correspondence to your attention that we purposely wanted to get out and get ahead of this.
Sure. Thank you, Administrator, Madam President. Administrator Wilson, thank you for that explanation. Just again, on my part, I have 5 the memos that came, opinion memos, and they're a lot to process after. So the briefing happens on Thursday, then you've got Friday, then you've got Saturday and Sunday. And so if, up into even this morning, I'm talking to the prosecutor's office about the other 5 or whatever, how many of it was. So it is helpful. And again, I don't mean to sound like I'm condemning the administration for it. There's an element of my responsibility to see it as well. But when, I kind of mentally focus on briefing, what's in briefing, and if something comes after that, it could slip through the cracks for all of us. And I just want to emphasize, it might be helpful, particularly for those of us who are navigating potential conflicts and things, to be able to have that. And I know everybody at the prosecutor's office, certainly in my office, they work hard to ensure that I see all the conflicts, but I like to see them too. I like to know too. And Ms. Hummer will tell you, I'm fully engaged with those conversations about those. So just caught me off guard to see it, and it was not familiar to me, and I haven't seen that memo. So,
Madam President?
Absolutely.
So we all got the email. We all read, we do our best to go through these emails, read the emails. But I got to be honest with you, emails are secondary, and I read emails daily. I read my emails daily. My staff will tell you I read my emails on a regular basis. I read them on a day, but I communicate, we all communicate, I'm pretty positive we all communicate initially by text message. When in the future, and Robin, I don't know if you have, pretty much everybody in town has my
I don't think I have
phone
the
number.
privilege, yeah.
I'm pretty sure you don't have my phone number, but you can have it if you want it. But Janine does. And I would just I guess I would caution in the future, when something like, if you're going to add something at the last minute to the agenda, I would tell you that when something gets added at the last minute, an email's great, because obviously an email is a much more extensive way of communicating, and we would need to get an email that would have, that extensive information with the language and everything on it. But getting a text message that says, hey, by the way, please check your email, we added a last minute agenda item, that would be, I think, a preferred. And I don't recall getting a text message that said that. I do read my emails, on a regular basis, daily, multiple times a day. And I did read that email, but I didn't process it, as we are now, as I just did over the last 5 minutes since we've been having this conversation. I'm fine with this resolution. Probably would have been less of a conversation had I had a little bit more time to process it than the last 5 minutes. I'm good with this resolution because I'm good with this company. I'm good with the work that they do. I think the work that they do is creative and important for our community, and especially in this day and age of affordable housing. I get Commissioner Boyce's conversation, though, about needing to be able to check for conflicts as well. So needing needing a little bit more time. But in the future, if we, when we're done, if you need my cell phone number, I'm happy to give it to you. Pretty much everybody else in the room has it, so. But anyway.
Yeah, John's cell phone number is 614.
You don't have a conflict?
Oh, no. If there are no further comments or questions, move for adoption of 597-25.
Second.
Moved and seconded, voting. Commissioner Boyce?
Yes.
Commissioner O'Grady?
Yes.
Commissioner Crawley?
Yes.
Resolution number 597-25 has been adopted.
Thank you.
Resolution number 589-25, resolution approving a First Amendment to lease with Lee Smith Family Investments LLC, doing business as Lee Smith Properties for the lease of office space at 55 through 57 East Main Street in the amount of $6,454,310.93.
Good morning, Commissioners. Jesse Armstrong, Assistant Prosecuting Attorney, on behalf of Franklin County Prosecutor Shayla Faber. This resolution would approve a First Amendment to the lease with Lee Smith Family Investments for the office building located at 5557 East Main Street. If you recall, we entered a 10-year lease for this property under Resolution 0444-23. Part of the lease included certain improvements to upgrade the property to meet the county's needs. During the course of the design and construction of those improvements, certain changes were necessary, which has extended the timeline and necessitates now some additional funding. So this amendment would add funding to cover the increased cost of the improvements, and it would also extend the initial term of this lease by 2 years and 3 months, which will provide the county the benefit of 10 full years during the initial term after the anticipated completion date of the improvements, which is now on schedule to be done in September of this year. Pending any questions, we would request your approval.
If there are no comments or questions, move for adoption of 589-25.
Second.
Moved and seconded, voting. Commissioner Boyce?
Yes.
Commissioner Crawley?
Yes.
Commissioner O'Grady?
Abstain.
Resolution number 589-25 has been adopted with Commissioner O'Grady's noted abstention.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Resolution number 598-25, resolution approving solely for the purpose of Section 147F of the Internal Revenue Code of 1986, the issuance of the Columbus Franklin County Finance Authority of multifamily housing revenue bonds in one or more series in a total aggregate amount not to exceed $60 million for Aries Lofts.
Good morning, Commissioners. Patty Huddle with the Columbus Franklin County Finance Authority, and I am an addition to the agenda today, so I just needed to acknowledge that, and it was something that I learned about yesterday as well. So just by way of acknowledgement, the purpose of the resolution today is, as the resolution states, just for Section 147F of the Internal Revenue Code, which seeks the approval of the issuance or the authority for the issuer to provide tax-exempt bonds, and then the jurisdiction in which the tax-exempt bonds are being issued must also provide that authority. And then also there is a TEFRA approval process that Franklin County had entered into contract with many years ago with my predecessor, Gene Carter Ryan. And in that agreement, the county was seeking that the Finance Authority would review that entity's or that project's public purpose, as well as the market's response to the project's credit worthiness. And there are a series of different functions that we perform in that process. And so I'll walk through those functions that we performed in that review. So just by way of background, LDG, the developer of the project, the proposed project, has been working on this project for many years. The project's going to be located in Whitehall, Ohio. It was previously referred to as Worthman Yard, but recently they've changed the name to Aries Loft. It's located at 3515 East Main Street. again, in Whitehall, Ohio, and the site is just over 10 acres. The project will consist of 315 affordable rental units restricted to low to moderate income residents, and those units will range from 50 to 70% AMI, and these will be 4% LIHTC projects. The total investment of the project will be about $110 million. The developer is based out of Louisville, Kentucky. They've been around since 1994, and they are now a vertically integrated company that acquires, designs, constructs, and manages affordable workforce and market rate multifamily assets. They currently have properties in 6 states totaling 25,000 units. Ohio is a relatively new market for the company. If approved, the Columbus-Franklin County Finance Authority will serve as conduit issuer in one or more series of multifamily housing revenue bonds pursuant to a common plan of finance in an aggregate amount not to exceed $60 million. This is pursuant to Article 8, Section 13 and 16 of the Ohio Constitution and Sections 458221 through 458299 of Ohio Revised Code, which is the Port Authority section of the code, the proceeds of which will be loaned to LDG 3515 East Main, LP, for the purpose of financing a portion of the acquisition, construction, and equipping of a residential rental facility. The borrower entity is also the owner of the facility. Our board approved a resolution authorizing the issuance of the conduit bonds referenced above, and I've provided a copy of the resolution in my packet that was provided to the clerk's office. This is a conduit issuance, therefore the bonds shall not represent or constitute a debt or pledge of faith and credit or any taxing power of the issuer, the City of Whitehall, the County of Franklin, State of Ohio, or any political subdivision of the State of Ohio. So we don't have any credit exposure in this transaction. We are merely a conduit issuer. The applicant must receive elected official approval in the jurisdiction, so Franklin County, where the site is located, and that is the purpose of this request today. So from a TEFRA observation standpoint, the project does meet the standard of the sections of code are being met. From a financing standpoint, they have received the financing commitments. Merchants Capital is providing the construction loan, and then the permanent capital is being provided by Merchants Capital Corp., and that will be a Freddie Mac loan. I did host a public hearing on July 10th, which was advertised in the Columbus Dispatch on July 3rd. There were no attendees at that public hearing, nor did I receive any written comments from that advertisement. And all of the transaction participants were provided in the packet I provided the clerk's office, and I've also provided the resolution. So pending any questions that might be answered here today, I respectfully request approval of the resolution.
If there are no comments or questions, move for adoption of 598-25.
Second.
Moved and seconded, voting. Commissioner Boyce?
Yes.
Commissioner O'Grady?
Yes.
Commissioner Crawley?
Yes.
Resolution number 598-25 has been adopted.
Thank you.
Resolution number 590-25, resolution authorizing a grant agreement with Experience Columbus to advance economic development in Franklin County in the amount of $750,000.
Good morning, Commissioners and County Administration. Perla Martinez, Economic Engagement and Community Development Administrator. Commissioners, in 2024, the Greater Columbus area welcomed approximately 53.2 million visitors who collectively injected around $8.2 billion into the local economy. These expenditures sustained over 82,500 jobs in Columbus and Franklin County, nearly one job for every 13 county residents, underscoring the tourism sector's pivotal role in regional economic vitality. As part of this agreement, Experience Columbus aims to support tourism, destination marketing, and cultural programming that strengthens the region's economic development and visibility. This grant will fund targeted marketing campaigns, national partnerships, multicultural business development, and cultural storytelling initiatives designed to attract visitors and conventions to Greater Columbus. These efforts are intended to drive increased tourism to Columbus and support the local hospitality and retail economy. By investing in Experience Columbus' ability to market the region and engage communities, Franklin County advances inclusive economic development while showcasing the vibrant character and the community to national and global audiences. This resolution supports goal number 1 of the Rise Together Poverty Blueprint. And today with us is Brian Ross, CEO of Experience Columbus, who will provide comments or answer any questions you may have. And after that, we respectfully request your approval of this resolution.
Thank you very much. Okay, I was debating to go with good morning or good afternoon, but we're going to go with good morning, okay? Good morning and thank you, President Crawley, Commissioners Boyce, Commissioner O'Grady, Administrator Wilson, and Team Franklin County for having me here today. I'm Brian Ross, President and CEO of Experience Columbus, the destination marketing organization for our region. As you know, Experience Columbus is dedicated to growing the travel economy and enhancing the visitor experience in Franklin County. I will reiterate some of those impressive numbers. Having a thriving travel economy is crucial for the economy as visitors bring more or make more than 53 million trips to Greater Columbus annually, spend $8.2 billion, and support more than 82,000 jobs in Franklin County. I think it's important to point out of the $8.2 billion, 80% of that is new money into our community. Those are dollars from outside of 50 miles here in Central Ohio. We'd like to make sure that we thank you for all your support for our industry and organization. Today I'll share some highlights from our work so far this year. Then I'll share a few notes about what's coming as we look ahead to the second half of the year. From January through June this year, Experience Columbus has continued our Yes Columbus campaign, which we launched in May. This year's spring campaign resulted in more than 37 million paid media impressions. According to direct booking data, for every $1 invested in paid media, $32 in hotel revenue was generated in the first 6 months of this year. During the first half of the year, we welcomed and serviced 164 meetings, conventions, sporting events, and trade shows. And we booked, as importantly, 146 events for the future. Other highlights from this year so far include securing a total of 4 billion earned media impressions with positive stories about Central Ohio in prestigious outlets such as Lonely Planet, The Points Guy, Travel and Leisure, Food and Wine, USA Today, and many more. Bed tax collections are up 7% through the first part of this year and are currently at about $28 million. As we look ahead for the rest of the year, here are a few things that we're excited about. Our summer advertising campaign is underway, and we have another marketing campaign for the holidays. We look forward to sharing those results with you in the future. We are excited to continue our partnership with Columbus Recreation and Parks Department for a third year and bringing SeaBus Soul Festival back August 15 through 16. This is a free festival downtown at Bicentennial Park that celebrates Columbus's vibrant Black culture and builds the Experience Columbus SeaBus Soul platform. Because of its popularity, this year we have a new location along the Scioto Mile and we're expanding it from 1 to 2 days. So we hope to see you there next month. We have major events coming up later this year. I'll call attention to just a few. Next month, we will welcome the VFW and Auxiliary Annual National Convention. In September, the National Association for College Administration Counseling Conference comes to Columbus, and we're thrilled to be the final and best stop for Forbes Ohio Tour. The Forbes Under 30 Summit is coming September 28th through October 1st and will convene the world's top young leaders, founders, and creators. Success from last year's Franklin County investment in Yes Columbus, our campaign, which we launched last May as our new brand campaign, aimed at growing awareness of Central Ohio as a must-visit travel destination. The campaign resulted in 200 million impressions, and data shows that of those who saw the Experience Columbus advertisements, visitors stayed 39% longer than those who did not see the advertisement. Those results, along with nearly 12 million views on Experience Columbus's website and 15 million video views across all of our social media channels, indicate the awareness of Columbus as a must-see destination is growing. And it's also helped assist in increasing our overnight visits in 2024 by 7%, or 800,000 visits, which we had a total of 2 million additional visits in 2024. Again, thank you for your ongoing support and commitment to our work. I'll be happy to answer any questions you may have.
Thank you for what you all do every day to lift up what's happening in Columbus and Franklin County. I've been a part of a number of different pitches, one for the VFW. Yeah. So, it's great that we won that, and they come here, and my colleagues have as well. And so, thank you for just continuing to uplift the community that we have here and bring in more visitors.
We appreciate that. We're very proud.
If there are no comments or questions, further comments or questions, move for adoption of 590-25.
Second.
Moved and seconded, voting, Commissioner Boyce.
Yes.
Commissioner O'Grady.
Yes.
Commissioner Crawley.
Yes.
Resolution number 590-25 has been adopted. Resolution number
you.
591-25.
Thank you. Have a good one.
Resolution authorizing a grant agreement with the Columbus Council on World Affairs to support the Global Scholars Diploma Program in the amount of $250,460.
Commissioners, the Columbus Council on World Affairs has a 50-year legacy of advancing global fluency, cultural understanding, and leadership development across Central Ohio through its Global Scholars Diploma Program and related initiatives. This grant will support the continued expansion of the Global Scholars Diploma Program and to help implement the Columbus Council on World Affairs milestone 50th anniversary initiatives. The Global Scholars Diploma Program engages more than 1,300 high school students annually across 20 Central Ohio districts, including 13 within Franklin County, equipping them with global fluency, leadership development, and real-world career skills through a structured 3-year curriculum. This investment aligns with the county's commitment to youth empowerment, civic engagement, and workforce readiness. The Columbus Council on World Affairs will deliver a wide range of project services over the grant period, including but not limited to at least 36 experiential learning events, offer a life skills track that includes sessions on financial literacy, housing navigation, college access, and workforce preparedness, and support student-led action projects addressing local issues through a global lens. The program will also include mentorship opportunities, cultural performances, and connections to community resources. Additionally, the grant supports the organization's 50th anniversary, including the Global Columbus Summit and a digital time capsule project. This initiative directly supports the Rise Together Poverty Blueprints Goal Number 3 and Goal Number 5. Patrick Terrian, CEO and President of Columbus Council on World Affairs, is here to answer any questions you may have. If not, we respectfully request your approval of this resolution.
If there are any comments or questions, move for adoption of 591-25.
Second.
Moved and seconded voting, Commissioner Boyce.
Yes.
Commissioner O'Grady.
Yes.
Commissioner Crawley.
Yes.
Resolution number 591-25 has been adopted.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thanks.
Resolution number 592-25, resolution appointing Joseph Ezzi to the Columbus Zoo and Aquarium Board of Directors.
Good morning, Commissioners. County Administration, Melissa Kohler, Assistant Director of Community Appointments. This resolution appoints Joseph Ezzi to the Columbus Zoo and Aquarium Board of Directors to fill the unexpired term that will end May 30th, 2026. Pending any questions, I would respectfully ask for your approval of this resolution.
If there are no comments or questions, move for adoption of 592-25.
Second.
Moved and seconded voting, Commissioner Boyce.
Yes.
Commissioner Crawley.
Yes.
Commissioner O'Grady.
Yes.
Commissioner O'Grady.
Oh, I'm sorry, abstain.
Resolution number 592-25 has been adopted with Commissioner O'Grady's noted abstention. Resolution number 593-25, resolution reappointing Sandy Doyle Ahern to the Community Shelter Board of Trustees.
This final resolution reappoints Sandy Doyle Ahern to the Community Shelter Board of Trustees to a new 3-year term that will end June 30th, 2028. Pending any questions, I would respectfully request your approval of this resolution.
If there are no comments or questions, move for adoption of 593-25.
Second.
Moved and seconded voting, Commissioner Boyce.
Yes.
Commissioner O'Grady.
Yes.
Commissioner Crawley.
Yes.
Resolution number 593-25 has been adopted.
Thank you. Board of Commissioners.
Resolution number 594-25, resolution of the Franklin County Board of Commissioners to convene into executive session for the purpose of considering personnel matters and to confer with the Franklin County Prosecutor's Office concerning pending or imminent litigation.
Move to adopt 594-25. I gotta read this?
Yes.
All right. I don't know why it's all the same thing moving, but okay. Move to convene into executive session to consider the appointment, employment, dismissal, discipline, promotion, demotion, or compensation of a public employee or official, and to confer with the attorney for the public body concerning disputes involving the public body that are subject of a pending or imminent court action.
Second.
Moved and seconded voting, Commissioner Boyce.
Yes.
Commissioner O'Grady.
Yes.
Commissioner Crawley.
Yes.
Resolution number 594-25 has been adopted to convene into executive session.